John Day gives us $5. NDP leader didn't even want to be in Parliament. Now he's co-prime minister. Isn't that the truth? Yeah. You know, it's hard to listen to Jagmeet Singh be critical of Justin Trudeau when he's the guy propping up Justin Trudeau. Like, he will come out swinging against Justin Trudeau, and it's like, well, you know, Parliament could fall if you actually cared, but he doesn't.
Why wouldn't Jagmeet Singh prop up Justin Trudeau? It's not as though this is unprecedented. In the early 70s, the NDP propped up Pierre Trudeau's government for 2 years. And for Jagmeet Singh right now, you think he wants an election?
They're broke.
The cupboard is bare. I think they would be further devastated at the polls, quite frankly. I'm surprised Jagmeet Singh is still the leader and there's not clamoring amongst those NDP supporters to have a leadership review. I don't get that, Sheila, because there's no there, given that just a handful of years ago, the NDP was the official opposition party, for goodness sakes. So if I'm Jagmeet Singh, for my own selfish self-interest, I'll prop you up. You want 3 years? You got 3 years. No problem.
Yeah, well, it's the NDP. While I disagree with them on absolutely everything, at least they had a grown-up in charge with Thomas Mulcair, and he knew how to. He had the big left-wing tent. He got outflanked by Justin Trudeau, who basically adopted every single one of his policies anyway. But at least Thomas Mulcair knew how to manage those far left-wing radicals, the BDS, anti-Israel parts of the party, the sickle and hammer parts of the NDP. We know that's what's in their heart, but the outward face of it was never that. That's what it is now. It's you know, like they're left of Bernie Sanders. And they're having, I guess, I suppose the mask has slipped off the NDP. We see them for what they really are instead of, the Thomas Mulcair, different ideas than the rest of us, but just, like a grown-up in the room. They don't have that anymore.
No, you're absolutely right, Sheila. And my goodness, they must have buyer's remorse now getting rid of Mulcair the way they've done, because look what's happened in the ensuing years.
Well, and the power that they now wield in Parliament should frighten all of us, because Justin Trudeau basically has to do whatever Jagmeet Singh says to stay in power. It's basically like the Green Party in BC. BC, for all intents and purposes, should have a BC Liberal government, except for the coalition that formed between the NDP and the Greens to form government. And when I say BC Liberals, they're more of like a free enterprise, conservative, liberal conglomeration. They're not Justin Trudeau Liberals, although some of them are. But I know there are some free enterprise ones, especially in the north of the province. But when the majority of people actually voted for a Liberal government there, and then the NDP worked together with the Greens to form government, and now just less than a handful of radical Greens control the agenda in BC. And that's what's happening now at the federal level. And that should be really alarming, because the NDP have some pretty crazy ideas, and Justin Trudeau is willing to do anything to stay in power.
Well, that it's so perverse, isn't it, Sheila? I know the other day, the Toronto Sun editorial headline was NDP tail wags Liberal dog. And to that, I have to say, I thought Catherine McKenna ate the dog. Anyways.
That's an excerpt from my daily TV show that I do live at 12 noon Eastern time. We talk about the news of the day, we play interesting viral videos, and most importantly, I take your questions that you chat to me through YouTube Super Chat. I think that's the funnest part of it. So tune in every weekday at 12 noon Eastern time, only here at rebelnews.com.